Hi, this is Beth Saunders, Creative Memories. I am packing up for National Genealogical Society in Richmond. This is my first time as a vendor there. I've been into genealogy so many years. I'm so excited to be going. So a lot of my stuff is in boxes right now, but I'm just going to show you a couple of things. One is I'm going to have a very limited quantity of these Fast to Fab albums. Fast to Fab means that the pages are already done for you. Sorry, not that one. The pages are already done and you can just stick your pictures in. You can use photo corners for if you have old photos, and of course you don't want to put adhesive on them. You can use corners like this one, and it just makes it so easy. So I will have a few of these with me. And right now, I just want to show you really fast how to organize your antique photos. So this is a PowerSort box, and this is the current one that we have. And I wanted to show you because, you know, antique pictures are fragile, and I'm not going to take them with me on the trip. I'm going to have an empty one of these to show you so you can touch it and feel it. But here's how I use it at home. I have my pictures in it with these dividers that you can write on in pencil and erase and use over and over. And this holds 1,000 pictures. So this is my current file, modern pictures, the last couple years. I usually put 4x6 photo prints in this. And again, it holds 1,000. And there's a little bit of storage in the lid here. But I'm going to show you what to do with that you can still use this with your antique photos. So here, and like I said, I'm not taking this anywhere with me. It's kind of full of precious stuff. This is an old size. We don't have this size anymore, but it's the same width and height. It's just a little smaller as far as capacity. And this is, as you see, Grandma Manus's photos. So I wanted to show you that this holds some of the larger items. So I'm keeping my place here. So for example, this is a 5-generation photo of my family that was in this folded cardboard frame. Isn't that beautiful? So what I have done is I've left it in the frame, but I take some Creative Memories cardstock or designer paper that I don't really like, and I cut it up because this is, I know it's a loose term, but this is archival. What that means is it's acid-free, lignin-free, and buffered. Now, buffered, I'm sure you've all heard the phrase acid-free, but if a piece of paper is acid-free and then you put something like this against it, it's no longer acid-free. The acid is going to migrate to the paper and to your pictures. But if it's buffered, then the acid won't migrate, or it actually really, really slows it down. So that's what you want for your protective papers. But what I've done is to protect the actual photo, I have put that archival paper over the photo between it and the cardboard. Now I have also, and these are basically designer papers that I never really liked, I have put them between the photos themselves so that look how faded that is, because this wasn't kept in a protected place for a long time. But I have stored these little photos between pieces of Creative Memories paper. Oh, and I also used it to label who it was if I knew. So that adds a further layer of protection. This is dark storage. When the lid's on, it keeps light away. That's one of the main things you want. And also this is polypropylene, so it's not a plastic that harms your pictures. And one more thing I wanted to show you. There's There's some postcard pictures in here. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is, but this is large enough for cabinet cards. Well, actually, that's a framed photo, but I know I have a cabinet card in here somewhere. And for those of you that are familiar with antique photographs, you know what the different types are. Okay, this is a cabinet card. So you see it is a paper print that was adhered to a thick cardboard. And often they'll have the photographer's mark at the bottom. And you can use that with reference books to help find the date of your photograph. So that's a cabinet card. It's larger than a 4x6, and I just wanted you to know that this stores, well, basically it stores 5x7 photos. So of course the 4x6s fit in there easily. So that's how I use it for my family's antique photos. And then of course some of them I'm going to put into scrapbook albums, and some I'm going to keep in here. I'm going to store them, especially the ones that I don't know who they are, or it's just a one-off picture, or something that maybe I want to copy and put the copy in the scrapbook albums. Now, if you're asking about larger format pictures, we do have, this is not necessarily long-term storage, but it's not going to harm the pictures. It's also, we use things that are safe for your photos, like polypropylene. So this is the new simple sleeves, and it's open on two sides, so you don't have to cram your photo in through the top. You can just kind of put it in there easily. This is a copy. This is not an original here, but I hold them by the edges. Clean hands, hold them by the edges. It's safe to handle them that way. If you need to touch the surface, then you're going to want to wear gloves, but usually you don't need to touch the surface. Or you can use, I'm going to bring some photo polishing cloths with me. So, you know, if you need to get some fingerprints off or some dirt off, then you can get one of those to help your pictures. So anyhow, this is the simple sleeve is what I'm using for my larger photos. So there you have it, just some simple storage tips, and letting you know that I'm going to have the PowerSort box at my booth number 118 at the National Genealogical Society in Richmond, starting tomorrow night. I think they've already started, but the exhibit hall opens tomorrow night at 6:30. And I'm also going to have a couple of bundles that I'm offering. And one of them is going to be the PowerSort and some organizational things that you can bundle together and get some freebies, including a class that goes along with that. I hope to see you there. I know some of you are coming virtually, so I'm glad I got to meet you via video. Please be sure and comment, come by my booth, number 118, and have a wonderful time at the National Genealogical Society Conference. Bye.